Good morning, student. I am Ashwin Rani, Computer Science and Engineering Department, working as an assistant professor. So today we're going to discuss about cryptography and network security concept. Before start the session, we just know why we are studying cryptography and network security in your engineering field, because it is the main important concept, important studies in the engineering field, because it helps to protect data and communication from cyber threats and unauthorized access. Let's start the session. The first topic is security trend. Pillar of computer security is contain three possibilities: confidentiality, availability, and integrity. Before seeing these three concepts, we just know what is cryptography. Is the study and the practice of technique, information, data, and telecommunications. So let me deeply discussed about the content behind in the three pillars. First one is the confidentiality. It means it communication between the two person. What are all the informations is passed between the one person to the another person or server to the client. Okay, it will be the very confidential. It will be the private manner. It assures the private or the confidential information. Okay, so this is that means the unauthorized person will not know about the what are the information is passed between these two persons. So this is the confidentiality. Next one, that means the informations will be exchanged between only the two persons. Okay, not to know about the other person or the other third parties. So the another one is the integrity. So integrity means the consistency of data. It means it assures the consistency of data. The data will not change until the owner will be changed. Okay, so until the owner will change the data will not changed by the other person. This is called the integrity, the truthful of the communication between the two persons. Okay, so next one, availability. The good example for the availability is the IRCTC train booking concept. So availability, it assures the system work. Okay, so system work example is the login process. Also the depends upon the availability, the data will be transformed, the data will be shared between the two persons. So this is the architecture of your the three pillars concept of the computer security: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. There are two more other concepts are is there. That means there not only the three pillars, there are five pillars are included in your cryptography and network security concept. That one is the authenticity and the accountability. What this is the most commonly mentioned, because this is also one of these two is also one of most important content in your security concept. So authenticity for the authenticity, the good example for even Gmail or the whatever the websites login process. Okay, the property of being genuine and being able to be verified and trusted. Okay, so the validity of the transmission a message or the message originator. It means verifying that user or who they say they are, and that each input arriving at the system came from the trusted source. So that is the authenticity. Authenticity means the trusted person, the authorized person, sending the message to the one person. For example, the candidate A send the message to the B, and B will be analyzed and realized that message is coming from the authorized person of A. So this is called the authenticity. Then the accountability. Accountability means the good examples, the responsibilities. Okay, so accountability means responsibility of the particular content, the legal action or the actions, recovery, prevention. Okay, so this is accountability concept. So accountability means it that just generates the requirements for actions on entity to be traced uniquely to that entity. So the security, where we are going to provide the security means computer, network and internet. So for these three things we going to provide the security. So for we going to secure our computer, we secure our network and also the internet. So these things will be threatened by the other parties, or it will be uh, these threes only will be tracked by the other party, so that only we going to provide the secured security for this, for these three things. That means the computer, network and internet. It will be maybe the productive way. If your computer or the network or your internet will be in the productive manner, the transmission or your data or your information is going your informations will be going to the end user at the safer manner and the truthful manner. The next topic, legal, ethical and professional aspects of security. Today millions of people perform online transactions every day. We know already about this one. So for shopping or banking or transformation of messages through the online transactions will be made nowadays through or the computer and the network. It may be the possibility to attack your computers and network, so that we going to provide the security for your computer, network and internet. Legal, ethical and professional aspects of your aspects of security. Cryptography providing some law. The one is the cyber crime. So we are all well known about the cyber crime concept. So cyber crime is the illegal activity to involving in illegal activity involving computers, the internet or network devices. So here the computer and the computer networks are, that means the criminal activities or attacks in which computer and the computer networks or computer networks or tool or target or place of criminal activity. So cyber crime categorized based on computer roles such as the target, storage device and communication. So computer as targets, the unauthorized persons will target the computers to steal the informations from your computer system. So that is the computers as targeted. That means the unauthorized persons, that the threatened parties, the third parties will steal your informations from your computer. That is the computers as targets. Next one, computers, and another one is computers as storage device. That means for example, the computers can be used to store stolen password list or credit card details and the proprietary corporate informations. So these things are the very important things. So these informations will be stored with the uses of your with the uses of the storage devices in your computer. So many of the crimes falling within this category are simply traditional crimes that are committed online. Example, drugs, controlled substance, alcohol and gun, fraud, gambling. So next one. So other than these crimes, there are more specific crimes in computer network. There are illegal access, data interference, system interference, computer related forgery, and crime related to child pornography. So let me see the intellectual properties in cryptography. So in cryptography, we are studying this concept because these three things will providing the most security to the data and the information. So there are three main types of intellectual properties there. One is copyright and patent and trademark. So first we going to see about the copyright. What is meant by copyright? Copyright means what? The good example is the remaking movie. The we going to provide the copyrights for the remaking movie from the older director. So from the old movie. So a copyright is the kind of intellectual property that grants its owner the sole authority to reproduce and or modify and perform and the creative work frequently for a limited period. So this is called a copyright. Creative work can be in a literature form or an art form or an education form. So the purpose of copyrights is to safeguard the first innovative representation of a concept. So it aids in protecting authors against others copying their work without their approval for profit. In short, a copyright is a right to copy only granted to the real author. So the next one is the patent. A patent is an intellectual property right that protect inventions and is granted by a country's government for a limited period, that is, nearby 20 years, I think so. So this patent rights means the rights going to be given to the inventor for the right person for the right time. So that is called, that is the patent rights. Okay, okay. So there are three types in patent. One is utility, design, plant. Utility means the useful process or mission or article of manufacture. We going to give the patent right for the process, mission or article of manufacture and so on. Next one, the design means whatever the invention will be occurred in that particular shape or whatever the symbol they are using in that in their invention, we going to give the patent rights for the particular design. So new or original or the ornamental design for an article of manufacture. Next one, the plant. Plant means discover and sexually reproduces any distinct and a new variety of plant. So the next one is the third one. Third one is the last one, trademarks. So a trademarks is a sign capable of distinguishing the good services of one enterprises from those of other enterprises. That means it's a fully focused on the quality or the goodness of your product or your whatever the content you have it. So trademarks is a symbol or word or name or expression, whatever it may be, the product or the services in trade uniquely from others. So the trademark rights used to prevent others from using it confusingly similar marks, but not to prevent others from making the same goods or from selling the same goods or service under a clearly different mark. So this is the model for network security. How the cryptography will sending the message from sender to receiver. So first one, the sender will sending the informations to the security related transformation cell. So this is the encryption part. So here the original message will be encrypted by using some algorithm. So after translating the original message by the encryption algorithm, it will be going to the information channel. This channel securely transforming the original message to the recipient. Here after receiving the encrypted format messages, this this channel, that means in this part here the decryption part will be going to done. So decryption algorithm will again change your encrypted message to the original message. After converting the encrypted message to the original message, the recipient will receive the original message from the information channel with the uses of decryption algorithm. So here the encrypted concept will be done, and here the decrypted concept is going to be done. So this is the model for your network security. So this is your network access security model. So opponent means the human, or example is hacker, a third party, and the software means any virus or the worm. It will be that virus will harm your informations or your worm, the software, that means your software will be corrupted, and the opponent, the hacker means the informations will be thefted, the information will be theft by some other person, or your informations will be stealed by hacker. So that, and this is the access security model, and this is the access channel, and this is the gatekeeper function. It will be protecting your information. That means the gatekeeper functions will be main role for this gatekeeper function is protecting the informations. That means it will be I mean it will be identifying the hacker, identifying the those who are steal or those who are unauthorized person. So here we going to discuss about the OSI security architecture. It's very important topic in this cryptography. So the OSI security architecture in your cryptography and network security is this focusing the three main concepts. One is security attacks, security mechanisms, and security services. These three things are your architecture of your OSI security in your network concept. So in uh, for a OSI network is totally different, and OSI security architecture is totally different. In OSI security architecture, it focuses or it contains security attack mechanisms and services. So security attacks means any action that compromises the security of information owned by an organization, and security mechanisms means a process that is designed to protect, to detect or prevent or recover from the security. And the security services, it means services means the processing or the communication services enhanced between the systems, and the information transfer of an organization. So the we are entering into the main topic of cryptography and network security concept. In that, first we going to discuss about attacks. So security attacks. So now we going to see about the attacks. There are two main attacks is there. One is passive attack, another one is active attack. A passive attack in cryptography is a type of cyber attack that interprets and analyzes data without altering the system or data. That means the third person will not alter or will not change any data or the system to the system. He just they are listening what the information is going between the two persons. So this is the passive attack. The attack will not be occur during the communication time, during the process. So this is the passive attack. How it works, how the passive attack it works means, how the passive attack is going to be done means, a passive attacker interrupts messages without making any changes to the network or the systems. The attacker may read the messages or log their occurrence. Just the attacker will read the message, they are not interrupting into the messages, into the message. They may also identify the parties communicating and note the frequency and the duration of messages. That means they are all that the third party, that attackers totally observing what is going between these two person, how the particular person will react, how the particular person will send the message, how the particular persons communicate with the other person. Just he is realized or he is observing, the attacker will observing overall all the content is going beyond the communication in between the two persons. So the purpose, what is the purpose for the passive attack means, the goal of a passive attack is to gain sensitive data. That means after observing the informations, after observing the overall content, the attacker will gain the sensitive data such as whatever it the may be the personal information or the proprietary files or information is protected by the regulations. So the attacker may also use the informations to learn about the networks inner workings and weakness. What are the weakness is behind for the person, particular authorized person, and what are the inner working is going on for the particular person. So they are deeply watching these things by the third person, by the attackers in the passive act. So the passive attacks having the two types. One is the release of message content is easily understood, and another one is the second type is the traffic analysis. Let me see about these two things. So the next, this is the block diagram of our passive attack. Here, the release of message content is first one. First diagram is representing the release of message content, and the second image is representing the traffic analysis. So the first one here, that means here there are two persons there. One is Bob and the Alice. So the Bob is sending the informations to the Alice. So Alice, these three peoples are working in the same workstation. So these three peoples are using the same internet connections and same facility, common facility. These three persons are using the common facility, which is provided by the workstations. So the internet and the networks are common to these three peoples. So Bob is oftenly sending the message to the Alice. Here, this is the dot. What dot doing here means? This is the third part. This is the unauthorized person, and this is the this person is the attacker. So here, in release of message content, this dot is gathering the information which is passed from Bob to Alice. So whatever the information is passed from Bob to Alice, that information is fully observed by Dot. But Dot will not act or will not react to the Bob messaged. Okay, so he is fully observe or fully gathering the information. So this is release of message content. So he will not attack the message, he will not change the message. So he's just listening and gathering the informations. What are all the informations is passed from the Bob to the Alice. So this is release of message content. The next one is the traffic analysis. So the traffic analysis means that means the dart is fully observe the pattern of message from the Bob to the Alice. What are the messages is what are the messages is sent by the Bob to the Alice? The pattern. What are the pattern? The Bob will be maintained. The Bob will be followed. That pattern will be observed by the dart. So this is that means is a good example is eavesdropping is the passive attacks. That means not anything will be changed between the conversation to the two parties in cyberspace. So he is just eavesdropping is a passive attack, while modifying the conversation is an active attack. He just eavesdropping. So he is just hearing and observing the pattern of messages from Bob to the Alice. So this is the active attack. There are four categorizers. One is masquerade, replay, modification of messages, and denial of services. So yeah, these four will be discussed in the with the uses of this block. So the first one is the masquerade. Masquerade means dark. It's just putting a face mask like as a Bob, and just he is like as act like as a Bob and sending the message to the Alice. He is destroyed the Bob connection, Bob internet connection, network connection, and he is observing the all the informations about the from the Bob. After that, The Darth will act like as a Bob and sending the message to the Alice. Just simply saying, Darth is putting the face mask like a Bob and sending the message to the Alice. That means after observing all the information, the Darth is well known about how the Bob will send the message, how the pattern he will follow, uh, uh, how the Bob will say, gathering the information. So the all the details will be known by the Darth, so that the Darth will act like as a Bob and sending the Alice. But Alice does not know the Darth will send the message instead of Bob. Then this is masquerade. And another one is replay method. Replay method means the three connections is established. The Bob after that means Bob sending the message to the Alice, but the message is observed by the Darth, and the Darth is captured the message from the Bob and replayed and modified the some message and send it to the Alice. This is the other one method, that means replay method. That means the Alice receiving Bob message also, and also the Darth message. That means the Alice receiving the two messages, but she doesn't know about that Darth is sending the message to the Alice. So Bob message is also received by Alice, and the Darth message is also received by the Alice. But Alice does not know which one is the fake message. The next one is the modification of message. So it's totally disconnect the Bob and Alice network connection, and the Bob sending the message to the Darth. So that means the Bob the connection Darth is observing the message from the Bob. So the Bob modified the message and send it to the Alice. What is the message is coming from the Bob? The Darth will be modified the message, or some informations will be added to the Bob message and send it to the Alice. This is the modification of messages. And the last one is the denial of services. So that means denial of services means that means you shortly name as DOS. A DOS attack will overruns a target with request or making it difficult for the target to process normal traffic. This can cause the target to become slow, unresponsive, unresponsible, or inaccessible. So this is that means is sending the millions of requests to the server and sending invalid data to a server, or submitting request with an illegitimate IP address to the server. So this is the denial of service. So that's all about the today concept of your cryptography. Thank you, student.